is up, YouTubers? Welcome back to a brand stinking new special video. This is a crazy big video because today we are reviewing Star Wars Rise of Skywalker Episode 9. You have no idea how excited I was to see this movie. I'm basically waiting for this movie since The Last Jedi came out. Honestly, because like many people, I wasn't a huge fan of The Last Jedi. I didn't hate it like most people, but I just didn't like how they portrayed Luke, how they killed off Snoke, a bunch of other things. I'm not going to review The Last Jedi in this. It's a review of Rise of Skywalker. But, I loved Rise of Skywalker. I've been waiting for this movie so much, and I heard before I saw it, people weren't too big fans of this movie. They didn't like it. Some people hated it. And I was getting so nervous. I was like, this is the end of the Skywalker saga. I'm so nervous. Like, if this movie's bad, then that's it. No more Skywalker saga movies. After I saw the movie, I was like, the only thing that I was questioning is, why do people hate this movie? It's so amazing. It's a masterpiece. It's honestly my favorite movie of all time. It's better than Endgame. It's amazing. And as you know, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Look at my room. You see like Darth Vader posters. I have this poster that it's usually hanging right here, but for the sake of this video, I hung up the Duke's poster. I have that. I have a sign above my bed. I have a Star Wars calendar up. I have a bunch of like X-Wing stuff. I don't want to move my camera, but I just have a bunch. I have this Mandalorian mask I got for Christmas, which is sick. Look at that. I'll do stuff on this a little bit later, like my Christmas stuff a little bit later. I have this custom there's so much things I can't talk about in this video. I'm just a huge fan. That's part of the reason why I love this so much, is the callbacks. People don't like this movie because of the callbacks. The callbacks are amazing. I enjoy callbacks. How can you have too much callbacks if it's the last film? You want nostalgia. People hate, people are like, there's nostalgia filling you. But that doesn't make any sense. It's the last film. You want that good nostalgia feel. That's why people don't like Force Awakens, because of nostalgia feel. That's what I like. I would rather a movie filled with nostalgia feel than just a brand new original movie. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love Force Awakens. Force Awakens is up there for my favorite Star Wars movies, because it does both of those things. It brings a brand new story about Rey, mystery about where she's from, a crazy storyline that I love about Finn, that not all stormtroopers feel like they're not robots, they're real people, and it brought nostalgia with like Luke Skywalker, Leia, Han Solo. It was just an amazing film. This was also an amazing film. So you know how enough about that. We're gonna actually get into this review, get it going. I'm gonna try to cut down because I could talk for hours about this film. That's how excited I am. I could literally talk about hours. Let me know if you want like a podcast or me playing Battlefront while I'm like talking about like all the stuff I like, all the stuff I didn't like. I'm just gonna cut it down to short stuff because I don't want you guys like waiting like 30 minutes. I want this to be like 10 minutes or 8 minutes or 5 minutes. So 5 minutes would be perfect, but I'll definitely have to do some 5 minutes. But you know how my reviews work. Beginning, I do spoiler free, give me like 1 minute spoiler free, and then I talk about the rest. Spoiler free review. This is gonna be a short one. Amazing film. If you're like love Star Wars, or if you're just a Star Wars fan, what are you doing right now? Go see the film. It's a masterpiece. Wraps up all the people are saying. It wraps up it nicely. The ending is nice. It's a good feel. People don't like the film, but it ends it nicely. You gotta admit that. Go check out the film. It's amazing. It's worth the ticket price. And if you end up not liking it, at least you saw it. And the only thing that if you loved The Last Jedi, you might not like this one so much because it basically throws out everything it did. But if you hated The Last Jedi, or if you're okay with it like me, you'll love this one because it fixes the problems Last Jedi made. If you're a little bit like, you're kind of like not really a Star Wars fan, but you kind of like, it's the end of the Star Wars and you've seen a couple of them, so why not? It's still a good movie. You don't have to, you don't have to know, it's not like as extreme as the MCU. You don't have to exactly know what's going on to enjoy the film, but you would enjoy it more if you know what's going on. Right, that's it. Now spoilers right now. Where do I begin? Where do I flipping begin? I'm gonna be all over the place, but I'm gonna start off at the beginning. Love how this is an action-packed adventure. People don't like this movie because it's too action-packed. It's like 2 films in one. Because basically what it's doing is it's 8 and 9. It's taking away everything 8 did and it's making a new one. Like, this is so action-packed that it could be 2 films. That's what people are saying. And I like that. I like that. I would love for it to be like that. I love for every film to be like that. But because I like the action-packed filled adventures, and it gets slow when it needs to be, especially at the end. I think this is a masterpiece. J.J. Abrams is so clever of how he erases everything The Last Jedi did. Snoke, people were mad about him being this like supreme leader, and then he gets killed. Emperor Palpatine was behind that. People say, oh, why didn't the Emperor get hinted? And well, it wouldn't be as big of a shock if you heard that crackle in the trailer. Like, here's my reaction. Oh my goodness! And it was just him pulling the strings from behind. So basically, Emperor taught Kylo Ren everything he knows. It's basically like Emperor Palpatine versus Vader, but Vader's grandson. Because he basically spent Kylo Ren, all his Sith life getting trained by the Emperor. And then stuff like Luke Skywalker, he admits to his mistakes. He says fear takes you distance, fear takes you in bad places. He admits from his mistakes, and I was so happy when Rey was throwing her lightsaber or Luke's lightsaber into the fire. He catches it. That's no way to treat a lightsaber like that, because he just threw. That's why people were so mad, because he just threw it behind his head. Like, that's your father's lightsaber. You shouldn't be doing that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I loved at the beginning where Kylo Ren's at Mustafar. I want to get the visual dictionary. I have the Last Jedi visual dictionary. I want the Force Awakens and Rise of Skywalker visual dictionary. I didn't put it on my Christmas list, but I'm probably gonna buy it for myself because I forgot about it. It says that he's in Mustafar. Oh my goodness, that's the place where Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker are fighting, and he's at Darth Vader's Darth Vader's temple, and that's where he gets that thing to find Emperor Palpatine. And I just love how you can see how physically dominant Kylo Ren is, because he's been training for a while. He's a supreme leader now. Kylo Ren in this film is basically, you can say he's way more powerful than Rey. Even, this is another part I love. So, you know, Chewie's going into this thing, he gets taken away, Rey forces him back, because like, no, we can't let Chewie and the dagger go. She goes back. Kylo Ren's basically toying with her, like, he can push it away if he wants, but he's just like pushing it back just a little bit. She shocks the thing and blows it up. I'm like, she just used lightning. Is she Darth Sidious's granddaughter? That's what I was thinking. I was like, is she really? Is she it, or does she just have superpowers? But then the first thing I was thinking is Chewie. No, I was so in shock. I was so relieved. I know a lot of people hate this. A lot of people think, oh, they should have sacrifices and stuff like that. But I wanted Chewie to live. Chewie, I don't want to ever see a death scene of Chewie. I was so in shock, and that's one of the things I loved, because it just brought you in the deepest place, and then it brought you to like, oh, that was the wrong one. Good. And stuff like that. So yeah, I love how they portrayed, back to when I think J.J. Abrams is a clever director, just basically rewriting all the bad things that Last Jedi did. And with the Leia, I loved Leia in this movie, because of the untimely death of Carrie Fisher, rest in peace. She still has a great arc. What the plan was is Force Awakens is going to be Han film, Last Jedi is going to be Luke's film, Rise of Skywalker is going to be Leia's film. I loved how Leia is a Jedi too. She was training as a Jedi, and then it was just amazing. That end battle fight was absolutely amazing. We'll get to that a little bit later, but I love how Leia's arc and Leia's story. The people that I think did really well in this is Leia, surprisingly, and then also another person I'm gonna talk about is Emperor Palpatine. You can see him go to when Kylo Ren's coming. I'm surprised too how fastly we saw Emperor Palpatine's life. In the opening credits, it said Emperor Palpatine is seeking his revenge. I thought it was gonna be like this big this big shocker, not a shocker to us, but like big plot twist in the movie. But no, he was right in the beginning. But I love how they betrayed him. He was legit creepy. He had just bones and nail, and his face, his eyes were just all white. I mean, people think that Anakin, he was a chosen one because he was going to defeat the Emperor. If it wasn't for him, his legacy isn't ruined. Because if it wasn't for him, Emperor Palpatine is like bones and just pure bones. Like, he's dead. He is pure dead. If Anakin didn't throw him down that thing, I have no idea how he stayed alive. I'm gonna make a video on that a little bit later, but he's just basically dead. You know what I'm saying? So I loved how they betrayed Emperor. Also, C-3PO is another one that I absolutely love in this film because he's usually just comic relief dude, but he makes you get teared up in this film. He's a comic relief and he makes you get teared up. Eventually, it all keeps going good. That's the thing that other people don't like about this is you think Chewie's dead, he's okay. You think C-3PO lost memory, he's okay. You think Rey's dead, she's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, you think the Resistance might lose, they're okay. Oh, that's not really big of a deal, but stuff like that. But I like it. I don't have a problem with it. Obviously, Ben Solo, Kylo Ren dies at the end, so that's a sacrifice you have to take. It's just mini deaths like that is fine with me, but C-3PO is another good one. Kylo Ren and Rey, especially Rey and Kylo Ren's dynamic. I love how you could finally tell who Rey is. That shocker is probably the biggest shocker I've ever seen in movie history. Movie history is probably the Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, but I didn't experience that. That's just been like a meme, a joke. I've just always known that, oh, Luke, I am your father. Like, I've never experienced that. But the moment you heard that Rey is Darth Sidious's granddaughter, my mind was blown. And that's why I flipping love the sequel. It's so the prequel is about Anakin Skywalker. Original is about Anakin's son. Sequel is about Anakin's grandson. And this is like, I really did accept. I wasn't sure about where this was going because I wanted either Rey to be cousins with Kylo Ren, Luke's daughter, or somewhere in there. I was so mad when in The Last Jedi, Kylo Ren said, "You're no one." But again, clever J.J. Abrams turned that around and said, Kylo Ren said that they were nobodies because they wanted to be nobodies. Your father was Palpatine's son. Mind blown. And the disgust on Rey's face is absolutely perfect because we saw that because the lightning power. You know what I'm saying? And then so I love the story. It's about Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine. Darth Vader's grandson, Emperor Palpatine's granddaughter. That's the story of the sequels. It's amazing. It's so amazing. I have high respect for the sequels now. I'm gonna talk about this in the end of the film. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. I forgot about the biggest flipping part in the whole entire film. Sorry about that. So that's why I have this poster up instead. But I loved the part Harrison Ford is in the film. He's in it. He's in the film. Han Solo is in the film as like a memory, stuff like that. I really did like that. It was such a pleasant surprise. I was like, what? I was not expecting. The last thing I would have expected is Harrison Ford being in another Star Wars film because he obviously didn't want anything to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And then when Ben Solo was about to say "Dad," and he was like, "I know," and then he was about to say, like, that's his famous line, "I know," from Han Solo, and it was like basically like a rerun of the time where he killed him instead. This movie is a masterpiece. I'm telling you. Why do people hate this movie? It's so good. I would rate it a 10 out of 10. I don't know if I'm being biased or not, but I would rate it a 10 out of 10. I was kind of questioning where they're going. If Rey was a nobody, then why are we talking about her? Why she have the Force? Now it's about the grandchildren of the Skywalker saga. Ben Skywalker or Ben Solo and Rise of Skywalker. That's another thing. We'll get to what I don't like a little bit later, but yeah, so I just in the fight scene between Kylo Ren and Rey, absolutely amazing. I loved the part where Rey, like, all hope is lost and she just talks to the Jedi. I love that. And you can hear so many different voices. You can hear Yoda's, of course. You can hear Anakin's, Samuel Jackson as Mace Windu, I heard. Ahsoka Tano from Clone Wars, Rebels, I don't know his name, but that Jedi from Rebels, Obi-Wan, old Obi-Wan, young Obi-Wan, just so many voices, and it's such a powerful scene, and it's really amazing. and then she has like the I am Iron Man moment. She has I am the Jedi, and then kills Emperor Palpatine. It's just so powerful. And that whole fight with Ben Solo and Rey Palpatine, that whole fight, and when she like looks back when she's about to kill him, looks back, Ben Solo takes it and starts killing all the Knights of Ren. Absolutely amazing. My favorite part had to be Chewie getting the medal. I was so happy because it's been such a big thing. I don't know why Chewie getting a medal is my favorite part. It's just such a feel-good moment. It's just funny, and it's hilarious, and it's great because he got snubbed. He didn't get the medal in A New Hope, and that's another thing that only true fans would know. Like if you were like a average fan that didn't know that, you would say, "Oh, that's cool, you got a medal." No, it's more than that. It's amazing. It's amazing. I just love the things that they do. That's my favorite part by far. And also, we know that Palpatine is the granddad of Rey. That's another shocker. That's the biggest shocker in movie history that I have experienced. I'm telling you. The only thing I didn't like is Rey saying Rey Skywalker. That's like Obi-Wan Kenobi calling himself a Jinn. That's like Anakin calling himself a Kenobi. That's like Ahsoka Tano calling herself a Skywalker. It just doesn't make sense. It's like identity theft. Like it doesn't make sense at all. I wish that she would have said Palpatine, kind of to accept, like, okay, I am who I am. I'm gonna change the name. I'm gonna change when people think of Palpatine, they're gonna think of good, not bad. They kind of stay true to your. But I didn't really like that. Her yellow lightsaber I thought was a little bit much too. I don't know the backstory of yellow lightsabers. I think her staff is amazing because of her because of her actual staff. Her like handle of the lightsaber is amazing. I'm not sure about the yellow one. That's kind of a bit much. I think it should have been green because she's like a master now. That would have been better. So I would have changed that final. Should have said Rey Palpatine and shown a green lightsaber. Those are stuff I would have changed. But other than that, I thought the movie was absolutely amazing, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the movie. If you didn't, hopefully you kind of enjoy it a little bit more because you see where I'm coming from. I don't understand why people don't like this movie. I love it. It's absolutely amazing. I'm sorry if I forgot anything. I might honestly do like a long rewatch talk if I rewatch the movie, or just a long talk about everything I liked and everything I didn't like. But yeah, I'm trying to think if I missed anything. I don't think I missed anything. Just I loved the movie. I absolutely loved it. Alright, that's the end of the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it and watching Rise of Skywalker. Hopefully this video is not too long, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.